All right, next question. Oh, this one's kind of juicy.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to our channel today. We hope that you guys are all having a fantastic day. I'm actually hanging out at the park right now. I decided to take Finn out on a little walk before I have to leave later tonight. So tonight you guys actually have the bachelor party for Dave, Brittany's older brother, who's getting married to Paige. So for those of you who are new to our channel, Brittany and I actually had the opportunity to film the engagement for Dave and Paige. So if you guys have not seen that video, definitely go check it out. I also put a link for it in the description below. Anyways, they're actually getting married this July at a ski resort. When they get married, we'll definitely show you guys that. All right, guys, I'm gonna finish playing with the pup, head on back home, get him a treat, and then I gotta head to Dave's bachelor party.
What's up, everyone? You guys, this is my first time in the vlog today. I've had a pretty busy day with work, but I just got off work. I just got my workout in, and I just sent my husband to a bachelor party, my brother's bachelor party. So I am flying solo tonight. So I was trying to decide what I should do. I knew for sure I wanted to go pick something up for dinner. So I'm gonna head to go pick up one of my favorite dinners. It's called Zao. And then I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a little Q&A. Over on Instagram, I had posted, what questions do you have for me? I feel like you guys obviously know a lot about the Binghams and Jared, but I get a lot of questions all the time asking more questions about me and kind of my background. And so I thought it'd be kind of fun tonight, since Jared's gone, that I could answer some of those. So guys, I'm gonna head and go pick up some food, and then we will sit down and get to know me a little bit better. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Got back home, got my little buddy right by me. It is such a beautiful night tonight. I changed my mind. I ended up going to another one of my favorites. I went to Chipotle because Jared's not eating me right now. We don't go there a ton, and so I wanted to go pick that up. I got one of their bowls. I got chicken and steak, and it looks delicious. I always get the dressing they put on their salads, and I always ask for a side of that because I like to put that on my bowl. Then I also stopped at one of my little favorite restaurants here called Neaters, and they have really yummy desserts. So I stopped there to pick up some dessert. So I got two things. Oh, this is so yummy. This is a raspberry cream cheese filled croissant, and then I also got eclair. Eclairs are one of my favorites. So you could say I'm already having an awesome night. I got some great food. I got my little best friend here with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and dig into this, and then you guys, we will jump into all of your questions. So guys, I'm really excited to this. Oh my gosh. Look who just pulled up. Oh my gosh. That is so funny. Did you guys know I was here because of the doorbell? Oh my gosh. You guys, so there's Bella May.
What's up, y'all? Got those buttermilk biscuits.
What's up? For anyone that doesn't know, this is my cutie Bella and my nephew Ty, my sister Tiff, who we live with. Don't worry, I was just out here vlogging, just doing a little Q&A by myself.
You know what that's from?
What?
When they were doing it from Hot Rod.
A hot rod? Oh my gosh. Okay, that was so funny, you guys. So they know if someone's up on the front porch because it sends them alert, like if someone comes to your door. So they knew that I was sitting up here, so they played that music and jumped out in front of me. That was so funny. I love them so much. All right, you guys. So I got a ton of questions over on Instagram. So I'll try and answer as many of these as I can. One common one that quite a few of you guys asked is, where did I grow up? So I grew up in Utah. I grew up in a place called South Ogden, and I loved where I grew up. I was born in Salt Lake City, and then South Ogden's like 30 minutes away from there. So we moved when I was like 3, so I don't really remember when we lived in Salt Lake, but we moved to South Ogden when I was little, and so I grew up there. Another question kind of that goes along with this is, what were you like as a kid growing up and as a teenager? But it's kind of funny, when I was a little girl, I had so much energy. I was so rambunctious. I was always in front of like the cameras on home videos, and I was really outgoing. But around when I hit middle school, I kind of mellowed out. I got kind of shy, and I don't know why, but I really kind of switched gears. My personality kind of just went more shy and quiet, and I kind of went through this phase, even into high school really. I was more on just like the more shy and quiet side until I got to know someone. Once I got to know someone though, I'm pretty outgoing, but I was pretty reserved when I was little. One interesting thing is my family actually moved to my senior year in high school. Can you believe that? I had gone with the same friends, everything, elementary school, junior high, and then my senior year in high school, my dad got a new job and we moved to Provo, Utah. So I finished out my senior year. I was kind of mad that I had to move high schools my senior year, as you can imagine, but it ended up being great. I made some great friends at that high school that I'm still friends with today. So if any of you out there, I'm sure, maybe let me know down below, have you ever had to change schools and how did it work out? But for me, it ended up working out. So that was kind of cool. Next question is, how many siblings do I have? So you guys, I come from a really big family too. I have 6 siblings, so there's 7 kids in my family. So my mom and dad, as many of you know, my mom is Glenna. She's just the cutest little lady in the world. Seriously, you guys, I am blessed with an angel as a mom. Everyone that meets her just automatically falls in love with her. She's the sweetest, she's sassy. So little Glenna had 7 children, you guys. And then my dad's name is Warren. He's amazing too. So they had 7 kids. So my oldest brother is Dave, who is getting married here in a couple weeks. He's getting married to Paige, and Paige has 2 kids. She has Sammy and Kaden, which a lot of you guys have seen them in their proposal video that we were part of. I'll share a link that. That's such an amazing proposal. You gotta go check it out if you haven't seen it. And then I have a brother Craig, who's married to Kim. They have our cute little niece Scotty, who's just the cutest little thing in the world. And then from there it goes Tiffany, who you guys just saw and who we live with, and she's married to Nick, and they have Ty and Bella. And then I have my brother Shawn, who recently just got married. You guys, so many marriages in our family going on. It's kind of crazy, but Shawn just got married to cute Maria. And then it goes me, so I am 3rd to the youngest. And then of course I'm married to Jared. And then my younger sister, Michelle, who many of you know as well, she got married about a year ago to Nate. And then the youngest in our family and also the tallest is my brother, Britt, and he is married to Maddie. So there you have it. I always get so many questions on who's married to who on your family and how many siblings do you have. So hopefully that clears it up. But you guys, I am blessed with just an incredible family. Really similarly to the Binghams, we're all super close. We're all each other's best friends. And I loved having a big family growing up. There's always something to do, always someone to hang out with, always lots of things going on. It was fun, it was chaotic, but I wouldn't change it for the world. All right, you guys, I'm not gonna keep you waiting on this one. Probably the most common question I got is, when are you gonna have a baby? We get asked this all the time. If you've been following our channel for a while, you know that we were trying to get pregnant. That requires a whole other vlog just on that subject. So to answer that, we are trying and we cannot wait to become parents. Another question that kind of goes along with the baby question is, how many kids do you want? So that question is kind of up in the air. If we had to give a number, we kind of feel around 2, 3, maybe 4, but really it's all gonna depend once we're in that situation and kind of how we feel as we're growing our family. So if I had to choose a number, I would say between 2 and 4, somewhere in there. That's kind of our ideal. All right, you guys, the next question is, how tall are you? Well, guys, I am 5'11", so So I am pretty tall. In school, I was always the tallest in my grade. I was always in the school picture, smack dab in the middle. Growing up, I didn't love being tall when I was that age, but I would say after like into high school and after, I've loved being tall ever since. So I just own it now. My family's pretty tall. My dad's like 6'5". My youngest brother's 6'7". My mom's little though. She's just this tiny little thing. She's like 5'5", I think, 5'6", so pretty average, but we definitely get our height from my dad. All right, guys, I get asked this question quite a bit as well. What is your skincare routine? So I kind of want to do a whole vlog on just that, but I will share one little tip with you guys that actually comes from my mom, Glenna, and it's a little bit different, but my mom has beautiful skin, and so anything she does, I want to try and do. And the thing that she does, you guys, is she puts Vaseline on her skin at night. So a couple times a week, what I'll do is I'll take just good old Vaseline from the drugstore, from Walmart, wherever, and I do use the Vaseline brand, but I will put Vaseline on my skin, especially like under my eyes and my nose. Sometimes I'll rub it on my cheeks. I swear the next morning, because it soaks into your skin overnight, it is a little tricky because you can't like turn a ton, so you do need to like sleep on your back, so I don't do it every night. But the next morning, your skin just looks hydrated and smooth, and my mom swears by it that it helps prevent wrinkles. So there's a little tip for you. Maybe comment down below, let me know if any of you guys have ever heard of that or do that, but that is one little unique thing I do for my skin that not a lot of people know. I will also say the other thing that's really helped my skin, I have adult acne, and I have been taking zinc for probably about 6 months now, and ever since I started taking that, it has totally changed my skin from breaking out. So I will have little things here and there, but I feel like that's normal. Definitely zinc has helped my skin a lot. All right, next question. Oh, this one's kind of juicy, but I'm gonna answer it. So this is, when was yours and Jared's first kiss? Okay, so our first kiss was, we've made a video on our whole dating story, so I'll have Jared link that here, so go check that out. But the short version is, Jared and I met, we went on our first date, we went to a lunch, it was pretty awesome. And then 2 days later, Jared actually left the state to go, he had a summer job out in Texas. So our first 3 months of dating, literally we talked on the phone every night for like 3 months straight. And I will say this, if anyone's listening to this and if you want to know how you know someone's right for you, it's if you can talk to them for hours on end and talk about anything, just be your complete self, that's when you really know you found someone that could be your spouse. So we talked for like 3 months, and he came back for the week of the 4th of July. We went on another date. By then I felt like I totally knew him because we were talking on the phone every day, we were video chatting, all of that. We were out at his house, we were hanging out with some other friends, but he took me out back to his patio that kind of overlooked the city, and then he laid one on me. And it was a really good kiss, and we had waited like 3 months, and it was definitely worth the wait. Here's another fun question. This is a fun one. So, favorite place to buy clothes? So, man, that's tricky. I buy a lot of my clothes at Target. That's one of my favorite things. I love going to Ross and TJ Maxx. I get a lot of like my Nike stuff from there. I actually think this is from there. So I like going and browsing those places a lot. For work clothes and more professional clothes, I love Zara. That's one of my favorite. I love Nordstrom Rack. That's also a good one. I do find some things online as well. I love ASOS. I feel like they have a ton of cute stuff. I'm curious though, let me know, what are some of your favorites down below? I always love hearing about new places to shop. Okay, here's another fun one. This is, what is your favorite movie? Oh, that's such a hard question. I love so many movies. I have to say, if it was like just a classic like chick flick type movie, probably my favorite is Father of the Bride. I saw that when I was a little girl and I've loved it ever since. Father of the Bride Part 1 and 2. I would say kind of one more recent, since I've been older, would definitely be, I love The Count of Monte Cristo. That's one of my favorites. If you guys haven't seen either one of those, go watch them right now. Okay, I thought this is kind of an interesting question. It's, would you ever be a nanny? So you guys, I was a nanny. When I was in high school, I was always babysitting, and I loved babysitting. I loved kids. I grew up with a big family. I was just used to it. But after I graduated high school, I had started college. A few months after I started college, one of my family's friends reached out to me and said, hey, I have an uncle that lives out in Switzerland. They are looking for a nanny from the US to come out and live with them for a little over a year, and they thought of me. And I was like, man, moving out to Switzerland, here I was. Like I mentioned, I was kind of more shy. I'd never really left Utah a ton, but for whatever reason, it just kind of felt right. It sounded like an awesome opportunity to go out, nanny this darling little family, explore Europe. So guys, I packed my bags and I moved to Switzerland. And it was probably one of the coolest experiences I've ever had. I watched this darling little family. There were 4 kids, all under the age of 9. Yes, 4 kids under 9. I was 18. I will say, like, the first month and a half, 2 months, I was so homesick. And I was just like, I don't know if I can do this. It was so hard. I didn't know anyone. I didn't know the language, but I stuck it out, and I'm so grateful that I did, because I feel like as a person, I really grew a lot with that experience. Not only, you know, watching kids and everything like that, but just exploring different cultures and seeing the world and being out on my own. I feel like I really kind of came out of my shell, and I am so grateful that I had that opportunity. I absolutely loved it. I'm so excited to hopefully go back one day, show Jared. The cute family that I nannied has been out here one time, and so he's met them, and so that was a really cool experience. Okay, this is a really good question, because I feel like a lot of people can probably relate to this. It's, how do you balance time between both sides of your family? So you guys, this was something that Jared and I really struggled with, especially when we were first married, because we both came from big families that basically all lived in Utah and who were super close. So when you merge that and you're so used to just like doing your own thing with your own family, it is really tricky. So basically what we have done is we just try our best to be at everything we can. There's definitely times where things overlap, and it's kind of like, okay, we'll go with this family this time. You know, something comes up the next time with another family, we'll go with that family. But it definitely can be really tricky, but I feel like we've kind of got it figured out. We're kind of just doing back and forth, and then really what it comes down to is just do the best that you can, because there is so much going on all the time with both sides of the family. We've really just tried to be everything we can, support everyone we can, but if things get a little too crazy, then usually we'll say, you know, we can't make this, but we'll for sure come to this family event the next month or whatever it be. So that's kind of what we found. It's just a balancing act, really kind of just give and take. Sometimes we wish we could be at everything, but there's definitely gonna be times you can't, and you can't feel too bad about that. Here's another question some of you may not know. So what is your occupation? So you guys, I am in human resources. Right now, I am in recruiting. So I do a lot of recruiting. I've done quite a few things in HR. I absolutely love it. If you have any more questions about that, comment down below. We've done a few vlogs kind of about my job, so you can also go and search those as well. Okay, the next one is, what did you want to be when you were a little kid? Oh my gosh, you guys. I thought I had this figured out. I was 100% convinced I was gonna be an interior designer. I've always loved design. I remember just being pretty little, like even I wanna say like 6th grade. And I remember I played the game Sims. Maybe comment down below if you know the game Sims, but when I was little, I played that game, and you could like pick out furniture and wall colorings and carpet, and I loved it. I loved it. And so I always thought I was going to be an interior designer. When I went to college, I actually looked into majoring into interior design. I took a few design classes. It just didn't feel quite right, so I ended up going into business. I still love design. It's one of my kind of side hobbies that I love doing, but I definitely thought I was going to be an interior designer when I was little. All right guys, sorry. Finn was getting a little restless, so I had to bring him back to the yard that's fenced because he kept wanting to run after the people walking by. But the last question I will answer is, I got asked, do you enjoy vlogging your life and doing YouTube? So I will say, you guys, being completely honest with you, I was super hesitant to start a channel. As you know, Jared's family was really into vlogging, with Brendan and Mindy vlogged, and I just always thought, I can't share my life like that. I was a pretty personal person, the more Jared wanted to do it to really document our lives. And it was so fun watching Brennan and Mindy's videos, seeing like family events and different things that they did, just seeing how much Jared really wanted to do it and how he naturally had a talent for editing. I was like, okay, let's give this thing a shot. And I am so glad that I did, because now it is one of my favorite things. I love documenting our life. There's definitely things that are hard with it. I'm not saying it's easy. There's definitely times when I don't feel like picking up the camera and maybe sharing some hard news. As many of you know, we've had kind of a crazy year, as a lot of you guys have this year. I am super grateful that I decided to keep vlogging. And one of the greatest blessings I will say is all of you guys. You guys really do put smiles on our faces every day. Just reading all of your amazing comments, having your love and support as we navigate life right now, seriously has been awesome. So thank you, and thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of our family. I think with that, you guys, I'm gonna close out the vlog. If you're new to our channel, hit that subscribe button, come join our family. Also, if you're not following us over on Instagram, go check out Jared and Britt as well. And you guys, with that, I think I'm gonna say goodnight. I'm gonna go ahead and go dive into that dessert, put on a chick flick, and then my hubby should be home in a little bit. All right, you guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We love you so much, and we will see you guys next time. Good night.